Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to go over a quick little live stream recap from this morning. We kind of killed it this morning. Alright, we killed it this morning. We made good money, and I just want to show you guys kind of what we went over. Alright, so first off this morning, I mentioned we might be starting it in trend mode for the morning on ES, okay? But I always recommend to the group to wait a few candles on the open, okay? And if you waited a few candles, you would have seen it was a regression morning, okay? So my prediction is not always right, okay? But I did mention wait a few candles. We waited a couple candles, and it was a nice regression all morning for the most part. And something else that I called out this morning was if we break above this high, the range high, let's zoom out a little bit. The range high is right around here, right? If we break above this range high with very strong positive correlated delta, then you could look for a manual entry long to the upside. And if we break below this range low, then with very negative correlated delta, then you could look for a scalp to the short side, okay? Now fast forwarding, we had this 1100 positive delta close above the range, very positive delta buying balance at the high. Mentioned this morning. Go long there, put your stop loss below the low, and go for a 2-to-1. So it'd be 4-point stop, so you'd go for 8 points. So you'd bring it up to 77 or 87. Sorry. Okay, and we ended up slowly creeping our way up, and boom, we hit that target. Okay, something else I was calling out is we watch for 88.5 liquidity to be grabbed. Okay. And let me just show you guys this. So this triple top right here, 88.50 to be grabbed, okay? And we slowly moved up, but we didn't end up grabbing it. And I mentioned as soon as we grab that, we're gonna wanna watch for rejection or regression plays because we have supply right above it. So since we grab liquidity and there's strong supply right above it, it could be a very quick pop up and dump. Okay, mentioned that all morning, and then we did end up touching that. Didn't exactly touch the 90 area. Okay, didn't exactly touch that, but kind of call that out. This is another play that I kind of call out in our group is the delta divergence plays. So we had 900 positive delta on a downward candle, indicating a lot more buyers tried to push us up, but failed. Okay. So you go short, targeting 2.5, 3 points. So short at 85.50, touch 82.75. So about 2.75 points, right? If I can do math, I don't know. It's about 3 points. Either way, that's where we're at right now. But that was another great play we called out. We called out some NQ plays. We called out quite a few gaps as well. So called out this gap. I actually took a trade off of this gap this morning, targeting 88.50. So I went long at 75.50, 76, actually 76. Went long here. This was the trade I took. Here, stop loss was here. And the take profit was here. Okay. That was the take profit. That was a trade I personally took. I also call out this trade. It was kind of hindsight, but not really, because I include this in the supply and demand course. We had a bullish break of a bullish pattern here. So you can go long on the breakout and target 2-to-1. That also hit and just happened to be at liquidity. Okay, we called out this gap right here this morning on NQ, which I mentioned would be good for a regression short / trend long play. Okay, right here. This ended up working out great. I also called out this gap this morning on NQ. I mentioned we need to watch this gap for us to hold, watch for a trend long move or regression short. Regression is obviously a little bit more sketchy because you're trying to catch a down, like a falling knife basically. I mean, it can be risky. So trend long is sometimes a little smarter. But those are just a couple gaps I called out this morning. Another gap that happened right here is another play we talked about a little bit, I think. Maybe I forgot to talk about it, but that was another nice play here. Regression short into the lows here and we're getting a nice move up. We can actually see right now how it reacts to this supply that I talked about all morning. 44.90 supply. We had this we have this gap here on ES which just held, and we are now inside of supply zone. A lot of buying at these highs as well. This is another thing we look at every morning. You can see the delta by price. Okay, we look at this every morning. I can see there's a lot of buying delta up at these highs, indicating that likely we can continue up a little bit. If sellers start to come in, then obviously maybe not. But one thing else I mentioned this morning is I was kind of bullish on the morning because there was a lot of selling at these lows. Look at this delta, very negative delta on the lows, and we failed to continue lower. Okay, we failed to continue lower. So I was thinking we're probably going to move up here, and we do end up moving up. So good calls there. We called out polarity trades. We called out gaps for regression plays, gaps for trend plays, regular supply and demand plays. I mean, we called out a lot of things this morning. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little recap. Maybe encourage you to try out the group. If you want, you know, I can always get you a discount on the group or the course if you personally DM me. But I just wanted to give a little shout out to the group this morning because we all killed it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, learned something, and I hope to see you in the Discord. Yeah.